Way back during the first lockdown last year, Newfeel sent out some new shoes they've been developing to a number of walkers, myself included, to test out. Now, I've tested a few pairs of shoes from Decathlon in the past and found the walking action to be really rather good, so I was very interested to see how this new model differed. The shoe in question is called the Sportwalk Comfort. What a good name! Now, the first thing I should say is the Sportwalk in the name refers to these shoes being used for sporty walking, as opposed to these shoes being suitable for the sort of challenge walks on trails that we talk about normally. So these shoes are going to be suitable for sport walkers to use for training on tarmac or hard-packed gravel paths. You might think that this limits their scope for sport walkers, but of course with so much training potential being on tarmac or firm off-road paths, these could actually be seriously good everyday shoes for knocking out those baseline road miles, and they'd certainly be ideal for anyone looking to get fit through walking. When I first saw them, what impressed me was the design evolution from the previous power walking shoes I'd tried. It seems that Newfeel really gets the demand and desire from people to walk for fitness, and these shoes really hit the mark in that respect. Design-wise, they have a really nice look and come in both men's and women's models. I really like the colour, and although I realise that white or pale shoes will quite quickly get dirty, these shoes reflect the fact that building training or walking for fitness into everyday situations is vital in encouraging people to make changes. So the fact that these shoes can finish off an urban outfit very nicely and still deliver walking performance is great. But while form is important, the function is what really matters. And in the short time I've had these to try out in anger, they have really impressed me. The main thing that's different from previous Newfeel models is that there's increased room in the toe box, and that's a very big plus point. I have narrow feet, but while the toe box did feel really roomy, I was still able to get a very nice, snug, tight fit. For me though, the real value in these shoes is the sole. Previous Newfeel shoes I've tried have had a very good walking action, but the comforts really build on that to give, in my view, an excellent mix of cushioning and firmness that's needed to propel you along at a good speed. The big drawback of using running shoes or general trainers for walking is that in the most cases the soles are designed for high impact, either for running or because running is the main form of movement for whatever activities they were designed for. This means that the walking action can feel squishy, sucking the power from your walking stride. This is why picking a walking specific shoe for your tarmac training is such a good idea, because you're using a shoe that's designed specifically for that purpose. I found the walking action of these shoes gave me a really nice transition from heel landing through to toe push off. They were flexible but not too much, so you got the propulsion you needed to get a good leg drive. I did have a couple of small niggles with the design, but nothing that would put me off using these shoes for everyday training. I would like to see some padding around the shoe opening. I'd also like to see some more padding in the heel box itself, given that heel landing is an unavoidable factor of walking. It wasn't really a big issue though, and these shoes are so good that I think with a few little adaptations, perhaps in the next iteration, they really could become giant killers. The best thing about Newfeel, and all Decathlon products to be honest, is their price, and with the men's model being priced at around £45 or €55, you're really going to be hard pushed to find a better shoe for this specific use at this price. It's really great to see these shoes now on sale, and I've been very impressed with how Eric Flieger and the team have reached out to walkers to get their feedback and then to build that into the design of the shoe as they've progressed. These really are well-performing shoes in terms of how they support a good walking action, so if you can, I'd strongly recommend you have a look at them for your everyday walking and training.